Everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have the best of beauty 2017. So we are now into 2018, which is mad because this year is my 18th birthday, which I literally can't believe. It's also been quite a good year for makeup. A lot of my favourites this year are kind of things that have been out for more than a year, but they're kind of more like classic items because I've not done a best of beauty ever on my channel. So obviously a lot more of things of this are going to be like classic, if you know what I mean. You'll see what I mean when I get into it. So first of all, I'm going to start off with Haircare. First favourite for Haircare this year was the Aussie Miracle Hair Insurance Leave-In Conditioner. Now I've been using this for years now. This is what the bottle looks like. I've been using this for years and it's literally the best leave-in conditioner you'll find. I cannot wash my hair now and not use this because it makes your hair so soft. And you know when you get your hair out the shower and your hair is just horrible, it doesn't feel very nice and you just can't get your brush through it? Well, your hair gets damaged the most once you came out the shower and start getting a brush through it. But if you put some of this on, it's also got detangling in, so it will make your hair really smooth, really easy to brush. So I love this year, and I think I will always use this because I've used it for about 3 years now and I can't wash my hair without. My next hair favourite is actually a curling wand. Now I don't know if you can tell, but I literally love having my hair curled. It's my favourite way to have my hair. I actually don't like my hair straight because it's so flat that you can't really feel the root, like it's got nothing to it. So my favourite curling wand is the New Me curling wand. This is the 25mm. I must have had this just over a year now, but it will literally make your curls last so long, and I just use this every time I curl my hair now. It's the only curler I have now because it's the best. So, and while I'm doing this actually, if there's anything you kind of like interested in or anything like that, I'll leave all the links down below just so you can go straight to the product and check it out for yourself. So the next thing that I've been loving this year kind of go together. So these two kind of go together. So the first one is the Schwarzkopf, probably not how you say it. Got to Be Too Sexy Big Volume Push-Up Volumizing Hairspray. Basically the volumizing hairspray. It looks like this, and it literally is the only hairspray that doesn't make my hair crispy. I use this every time I comb my hair, along with the Tony & Guy Sea Salt Spray. Now I've been using this little one here since June 2016 and it's now January 2018. So that is literally how long it's lasted me, and I use it every time I comb my hair, and I comb my hair a lot. So these are the two things that I will literally always use when I comb my hair, and they make it last so long. So if you're looking for something to add a bit of volume to your hair to make it last, these are the way to go. On to skincare next. Now kind of as the skincare category, I'm going to add a fake tanning because it is kind of skincare. Now the fake tan that I literally always use, I have it on right now. I literally love fake tan, if you can't tell, because I'm always tanned. And this is the Bondi Sands Ultra Dark Tan. Now this was actually out this year, I believe. Well, it's 2018 now, so last year. But this hasn't been out too long. Well, Bondi Sands has, but not the colour. If you want a really dark, deep tan, this is the way forward. The only thing about it is it's so hard to get off. I always use the scrub with my like a Soap and Glory one. They are really good to get it off, but if you don't have anything to get it off with, this probably isn't the tan for you because it is literally so hard to get off, but then I know it's going to stay, so it's kind of a positive and a negative. This is 100% my favourite tan of all time. Carrying on to the skincare front, something I use every single night to get my makeup off is the Garnier Micellar Water. I personally think makeup wipes are so bad for your skin because they literally tug on your skin so much. Now I know a lot of people like makeup wipes, I don't have a problem with them or anything like that. It's just personal preference because I do have quite sensitive skin and they do seem to tug on my skin. So Garnier Micellar Water for me is a must. I literally get through so much of this in a year. So if you haven't tried this before, make 2018 your year. Carrying on, so these two things are both from Soap and Glory, and Soap and Glory for me is the best skincare brand Obviously it depends on your skin type and what you want to work for you. This is the Speed Plump All Day Super Moisture Marble. I use this every time I wear makeup underneath my makeup, or if I don't wear makeup that day, I'll still wear this because obviously you need to moisturise. This just sinks in so fast and I love it. And obviously before I moisturise, I wash my face. So what I love for that is the Soap & Glory Face Soap and Clarify Vitamin C Facial Wash. Now this is actually so good. This is the mini. I do have a big size in the bathroom, but I couldn't be bothered to go to the bathroom, to be honest, because this one's in my room. This has like tiny little beads in, and it is literally the best face wash ever. If I know that I've got a problem with my skin, I'll always go back to this because it just clears it up. So yeah, Soap & Glory skincare, I love. So the last section I have now is makeup, which you're probably watching this video for if you're subscribed to my channel, because that is basically what most of my videos are about. I thought I'd do it in order, starting from primer all the way to lipstick. There are some bits which I don't have just because I haven't found anything this year that I've literally fell in love with. There might be more than one in a category, so we'll just see how this goes, because I have a list here and I'll just show you from the list. I just went through all my drawers and chose the ones that I always pick up this year. Starting off with primer, I recently rediscovered this, which is the Benefit Professional, and I've literally fell back in love with this. I don't know if it's because I have had bad pores the past few months, but this is the best primer if you've got bad pores, and it literally also helps keep your makeup on, I think. I know a lot of people don't think that, but it is quite silicone-y and definitely fills in your pores. So this is the only primer I've used this year that I'm kind of like, I would repurchase this, because a lot of primers don't work for my skin or I don't see them make a difference, but this one I love. Now onto foundation. If you have watched my channel before, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to go down below, comment in the comments what you think this is going to be, and then come back up to watch the video. You ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did any of you guess? Literally, this is in like most of my videos. This is the L'Oreal True Match. Literally the best foundation for me. I just think it works so well with my skin. It lasts all day. Mine is in the shade 3W, which I find is the perfect shade for my fake tan. It's what I have on now. I just love this foundation, and I think I always will. 2017 was the year for me with this. Get through so many bottles of this because I just wear a lot of foundation. But yeah, this is the best foundation of all time, hands down, and I've tried drugstore and high-end. Next on our little adventure of makeup, we've got concealer. So the only concealer I've tried this year that I really liked is the NARS Creamy Concealer. Now the start of this year I hated this because I was saying how you couldn't get any product out, and I just didn't like it because it was a waste of money. However, things completely switched up when I watched a video on how to remove the stopper from your concealer, and you can literally get all the product out. I will leave a video down below if you've not seen it, but ever since I did this, this is hands down my favourite concealer. Mine is in the shade Light 2 Vanilla, which to be honest I could do with the shade up because I tan, so this is quite light for me. So I probably could do with custard or something like that, which I probably will get when this one runs out. This is so full coverage, lasts forever on your skin, and I actually think this tube, now I have removed a stopper, has lasted a really long time. So yeah, even though this is quite pricey, I would definitely recommend trying this one. On to powder. There's been one powder that I've loved more than any this year, and that is the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. Now this is a classic here on YouTube. Everybody seems to love this, but it genuinely is that good. Even though it is quite pricey, it's amazing. I was just trying to figure out whether I had more drugstore or more high-end, but it is kind of mixed. This is the one in the shade Translucent, and this actually lasts so long. This little pot I've used so much, and it just lasts forever. And it's still got so much left because I can see where the product comes to, but even when you bake with this or anything, it looks so nice on your skin. So if you still haven't tried this, definitely would recommend trying it, even though it's quite pricey, but you do get your money's worth because it lasts a long time. And on to contour. Like I said before, a lot of these products, if you have watched my videos, you would have seen them 1,000,001 times, because obviously if they're my favourite I will keep using them. So that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. One thing I would say is the writing on mine is just completely gone because I kept cleaning it. So I don't even know whether you can really see what it is right now. It just gets so dirty, this packaging. That is one downfall. But the product inside is amazing. And as you can see, mine is pretty much like going. Like there's not much left to it. I normally mix all 3 shades together as a contour colour, and it's just a really nice shade if you fake tan. I do think if you had more paler skin, this probably wouldn't be for you. Even though this is light to medium, I don't think it is quite light enough if you're really pale, because it still looks quite orangey on you. Because I know that I had this when I never used to wear fake tan, and I hated it. I literally never used it, but now that I wear fake tan, it's literally my favourite thing ever. So I definitely think if you don't wear fake tan, or you're not naturally tanned, or you don't have darker skin, then maybe this wouldn't be for you. Moving on from contour straight to highlight. Now, if you have been on Instagram, YouTube, any social media really this year, then you will probably know what I'm about to hold up, because it's been raved about so much by literally everyone. And that is the iconic London Illuminated drops. Mine are in the shade Original, and these things are insane. I saw a lot of people rave about it, and I didn't know whether it's kind of one of them things that were like, it's just kind of one of the things that everyone's talking about, but I don't personally like it. But this is literally insane. I can see why everybody speaks about this, because honestly, your highlight will be glowing. Let me show you. So it's like little drops on your hand, and then look, literally how insane is this? And then I normally set it with a highlight as well, and it just makes it 10 times more glowing, which is not a necessary step, but I do find this is quite oily. I don't know if it's just mine. I think it's probably because I don't mix it before I start, but you know, it's a really nice formula. It's really great. It stays on your skin for such a long time. And this does actually seem to last a long time as well in the little pot, even though it is quite small and quite pricey. Moving on to eyes, I don't really have a mascara that's like, oh my god, it's my favourite. I do always use the Collection one, however, it's not really something that I'm like, if I didn't have it again, I wouldn't know what to do, because there is other ones that are just as good. So moving on to eyeshadow, I'm going to move on next. Oh, just lost a product in the process, but I'll get that in a minute. This is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I do seem to have quite a bit of Anastasia Beverly Hills in this, because literally everything I've tried from them is just insane. This palette gets extremely dirty, as you can see, because of the material, and there's literally no way of cleaning it again. My palette is currently well loved, let's just say that, because it's extremely dirty right now, but I can kind of show you the shade. It's kind of just covered in translucent powder for some reason, but they're literally the prettiest shades. This was kind of one of them things that I was umming and ahhing about buying, but then one time I was just on Cult Beauty. And carrying on with eyes, the last thing I have for eyes is lashes. Now, if you've watched my channel over the past few months, you'll know these are literally my new favourite lashes. These are from the brand Doll Beauty, and these are mink hair, and they're actually in the shade? Don't know what I'm on about. They're actually in the style Chloe Elizabeth, and they're literally, these are a brand new pair, the prettiest lashes. They will last about 20 wears. I've got them on right now actually, because they're literally the only lashes I ever wear, and they just look amazing on the eyes. And you could just have the simplest eyeshadow on, put this on, and it just looks amazing. On to the last section of makeup now, and then we're done, is lips. So the lipsticks that I've been loving this year, I didn't actually add a lip liner because there was too many that I liked, and there is quite a few that I use on the daily. So for lipsticks, it is a bit of a cheap one, but I just did MAC lipsticks, nearly dropped them. I actually have 4, but I honestly love all the shades of MAC lipsticks. So I'll show you a few of mine. This one is in the shade Taupe, which is a really pretty brown colour. And as you can see, I definitely get my use out of all of these. And then I have the shade Faux, which is like a pinky nude colour, which is actually one of my favourites. And we also have the shade, this is actually from a Christmas collection, which you can't actually get anymore. But this is in the shade Salon Brood. This is a matte. I've got to say all the finishes, haven't I? And then the last one I have is a matte in the shade Velvet Teddy. This is a classic. It's actually my favourite one. However, I did try and stop using it because I used it so much. So as you can see, there's only a tiny bit of that left because it is my favourite. But even though it's a bit of a cheap one, I've just put MAC lipsticks as a whole in this because I just love every shade and it depends what colour I'm in the mood for. So definitely MAC lipsticks for the lip option. And then finally on to glosses. I've got two that I like. So Soap and Glory glosses. These are Sexy Mother Pucker ones. I have 3 shades in these. These are really good. I've got the shade Bare Enough Pink Stardust. These make you look like you've literally had lip fillers. That is the best way I can describe it. I think I've just said this on a video that I've actually just filmed. But they literally plump your lips up so much and they just make them about twice the size bigger. So if that's what you're after, these are really good, but they do kind of tingle a bit. So if you don't like that, these are not for you. And finally, the last and final thing in my Best of Beauty 2017 is the Duet Lip Topper. That's definitely not how you pronounce it, but I'll leave a link to it down below. In what's mine in? Saint Tropez. This is literally insane. Like, I hope you can see this. It's just got such reflective particles in. I will swatch it on my hand so you can see. It kind of looks similar to that iconic London illuminator. Actually, now it's next to it. It's the bottom one. It's like really shimmery and it looks great over the top of anything. Actually a lip topper, not a gloss, but I love it just as much and I will just put it in the centre of my lips and it makes them literally look so glossy. That is everything in my Best of Beauty 2017. I really hope you enjoyed. I hope you got a bit of inspiration if you want to buy something this year. But apart from that, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next week for a new video. Bye!